In the previous class we discussed about atomic mass, so now we will discuss about molecules and ions, because I had told you atoms, they are not able to exist independently, they form molecules and ions. So now we will see what is molecule. So molecule is a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together, means tightly held together by attractive force. So we can say molecules, a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together or tightly held together by attractive force. It also can be defined as the smallest particle of an element or compound that is capable of independent existence, and it shows all the properties of that substance. So atoms of same element or of different elements can join together to form molecules. So a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together or held tightly together, these are called molecules. Or molecules can also be defined as the smallest particle of an element or compound which are capable of independent existence and which shows all the properties of that substance. So atoms of same elements or different elements can join together to form molecules. So if we will see the molecules of elements, the molecules of an element, these are constituted by the same type of atoms. Molecules of many elements such as argon, helium, they are made up of only one atom of that element. If we will take other examples like here helium, He, argon, Ar, these are made up of only one atom of that element. So these are having atomicity 1, that is called atomicity. So they are known as monoatomic. Some other elements, for example, if we will take oxygen, then a molecule of oxygen consists of two atoms of oxygen and it is known as diatomic. Since it consists of only one atom of the element, so that is called monoatomic, and these are having two atoms of the same element, that is called diatomic. So a molecule of oxygen consists of two atoms of oxygen, so it is known as diatomic. So here three atoms of oxygen unite together to make a molecule, that is called ozone. So here it is known as ozone. So here its atomicity is 3. So that is why we can say that the number of atoms constituting a molecule, that is known as its atomicity. So how many atoms are there in a molecule, that number is known as its atomicity. So some other examples of elements like metals or non-metals we can see as their atomicity. So here you can see argon is monoatomic, it is made up of only one atom of that element. Helium is also monoatomic. Oxygen, it consists of two atoms of oxygen, so it is diatomic. Hydrogen, we are writing H2, so it is also diatomic. Nitrogen, N2, so it is diatomic. Chlorine also diatomic. Phosphorus, tetraatomic, means 4 tetraatomic, and sulfur is polyatomic. So if we will take an example of carbon, so carbon usually don't have simple structure, they consist of very large and indefinite number of atoms and they are bonded together. So details about the carbon and its bond we will study in the next class. So now carbon, they doesn't have simple structure, they are having a very large and indefinite number of atoms. So now we will see the molecules of compounds. So here atoms of different elements join together in definite proportion to form molecules of compounds. For example, we will take water. Water is combining elements are hydrogen and oxygen. So here in case of water, H2O, hydrogen mass is 1 and oxygen mass is 16, but we are using two atoms, it is two atoms of hydrogen is there, so 1 into 2 it is 2, and oxygen is only 1 is there, so 16 into 1 16. So if we will find out the ratio by mass, then we can get the ratio by mass is 1:8. Similarly, we can take the example of ammonia, which is NH3. So mass of nitrogen is 14 and H is 1. So since we are using 3 hydrogens, so 1 into 3 it is 3, and its ratio by mass will be 14:3. So for next is for carbon dioxide. So carbon mass is 12 and oxygen mass is 16. So we are using oxygen 2. So that is why oxygen is 16 into 2, that is 32, and if you will find out the ratio by mass, then you will get 3:8. So these are the molecules of compounds, how we are getting the ratio by mass using the combining elements. So we can get the simplest ratio also. From these ratios we can find out the simplest ratio. So I will give you only one example I am giving, rest others you will find out. So for water I am giving, so for water element is hydrogen and oxygen. So we had find out in ratio by mass, the ratio is 1:8 or 1/8, that you can see here. You had already find out ratio is 1/8 hydrogen to oxygen or 1:8. So this we will put here. So ratio by mass is 1 and 8. So we know that atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 and atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So now we will do the mass ratio by atomic mass. The mass ratio this by atomic mass. So 1/1 equal to 1 and 8/16 equal to 1/2. So simplest ratio, now you can convert, this is only 1 and this is 1/2. So when you will simplify it, this 2 will go up. So we can get the simplest ratio as 2:1. So the ratio by number of atoms for water is 2:1, but the ratio by mass is 1:8. So ratio by mass for water is 1:8, but the ratio by number of atoms in water is 2:1. Now we will see what is ion. So the charged species are called ion. Compounds composed of metals and non-metals, they contain some charged species. So the charged species are known as ions. An ion is a charged particle that can be negatively or positively charged. So there are two types of charge. So ion is a charged particle that may be a positive charge or negative charge. So the negative charged particle is called anion and the positive charged particle is called cation. So ion can be defined as the charged particle that can be negatively or positively charged, and if it is having a negative charge, that is called anion, and it is having positive charge, that is it is called cation. For example, we will take sodium chloride NaCl. Here also it consists of one positive charge and one negative charge. So Na plus, this is our cation, positively charged, and this is our anion, which is negatively charged. So ion may consist of single charge atom or a group of atoms that have net charge on them. So a group of atoms carrying a charge is known as polyatomic ion. So when a group of atoms carrying a charge, these are known as polyatomic ion. So here you can see some ionic compounds, their constituting elements, and the ratio by mass is given. Like for calcium oxide, the constituting elements is calcium and oxygen, and its ratio by mass is 5:2. Similarly for magnesium sulfide, magnesium and sulfur, which ratio by mass is 3:4, and for sodium chloride it is 23:35.5. So after that we will start writing chemical formulas. So in the next class we will discuss how to write the chemical formula. Till then you read what is ion molecules, or you can find out the ratio by mass of different compounds using their combining elements.